4. Static. I woke in a fuzzy daze. I woke, but I couldn't recall ever falling asleep, only lying and waiting all night for slumber to visit. And because I couldn't trace the transitions from day to night, to wake to sleep, to dream, to wake again, it took a moment to remember where I was. Raina. And then I heard her voice. "Ha, you'd like that, wouldn't you? That's because I'm Uncle Ben." "That's right, Uncle Ben. And if I keep working for Dad and get the boating license, and then buy the Yamaha Wave Runner, then I can take little Sarah out to Lake Michigan, and she'll say I'm the coolest uncle ever." Morning. Good morning, Sleepy. Am I interrupting? Ben and I just had the morning together. What do you mean? What time is it? Almost 12. I overslept. It's 'cause the sun doesn't reach that room. I need the light to wake me. I wrote this morning. Oh, what did you write? Secrets. Oh, not secrets from you. Secrets of a moment of nature. Quiet things we forget about. I was grateful for cereal, the only food that my tummy, riddled by pangs of infatuation, could handle. Sausage McMuffins! Hey kids, I brought lunch. Oh, you're eating already. That's okay, Dad. We're vegetarians. No sausage. Sigh. So where are Ben and Laura? Laura's having a Barney break in her room and Ben's hiding. Well, I needed to get the truck and get Ben to haul some 2x4s back to the work site, which means you can have the van today and I'll drop Laura off at school as soon as she's ready. Got it, Dad. And here we go, another note from me. Off with your pajamas. You want to wear your monkey sweatshirt? Eee! Okay, pull your head through. Ha, look at your hair, monkey. Why don't we get Craig to help us comb it? Eee! Laura loved having her hair combed. When the matted bedhead was teased out, her locks were lush and silky. And when she stopped moving, sedated by the meditative ritual, she didn't look retarded at all. Or rather, I realized that the outward characteristics we use to identify mental disability have less to do with physical features than with motor coordination. Laura's skin was flawless under the scrutiny of the noontime sun. Her eyes were bright, her lips full, and all her features were set in the harmonious design of a child's. I was jealous. When she held still, Laura was absolutely beautiful. Eee! So did you read this note, Raina? Your mom says our counseling sessions aren't doing any good. Aren't doing any good? I thought we were making significant progress. All right, Ben. No more hiding. Work time. Craig, you wouldn't mind helping Ben and I load wood, would you? This job will get done a lot faster with a little teamwork, yeah? Raina's mother and I are having some problems right now. Judy, her mother, wants a divorce. Thanks, Ben. But I don't believe in divorce. What God has brought together, let no one break apart, you know? I figure this is a phase. That's good, Ben. You want to go get the girls? I mean, we were fighting a lot, yelling and screaming, and it was no good for the kids, especially Laura, so I'm temporarily living in a one-bedroom apartment. All right, we ready to go? Temporarily. So now, what do you want to do? It doesn't matter. and so we drove about town. Wow, the snow. Everything's so clean and pure. Yeah, but shortly it'll be stained with the city and an awful poop brown slushy mess. Let's avoid the city and head up the mountain. No motorized vehicles beyond this point. It's blinding. The forest will shelter us from the sun. I've never seen shadows stretch so far. They're ambitious today. But I'm not really... Are you bored? Of course not. I just don't feel like doing anything. I feel like falling into the mountain. Foomp. An angel. Foomp. Pardon me if I've interrupted your wingspan. From our gingerbread molds, we watched the shadows extend as far as they could reach, and the light fall from the sky and begin glowing up through the carpet of snow. It's long past lunch. Are you hungry? Yes, but not for food, really. The shadows retreated into the roots of each tree, but we remained where we were. It began to snow. Listen, that soft tinkling sound, like tiny crispy shards of glass shattering on the snow. You know what it is? What? That sound? It's the static being discharged by each snowflake because the air is so dry. Static, yes. When we were young, my brother and I shared the same bed, and we would often witness sparks of light dancing about the sheets. Whoa! Little glittery sprites whose flight we would trace across the blankets. See if you can catch it. There it goes, down by our feet. Where? It's gone. There it is. Full of curiosity and delight, we'd run downstairs to tell our parents. Thump, thump, thump. Flying sparks! Alive! Thump, thump. Fireflies? Glowing, spinning. Tinkerbell? Alive! Sparks! And they'd explain to us, those aren't fairies, they're static electricity. Crunch. Like laundry when it comes out of the dryer. Not Tinkerbell? When we returned to bed, the sprites were gone. We tried rubbing the blankets together to charge the static, but it proved futile. Just another example of adults transforming your magic into static. You're not blaming me of the same, are you? Never. They say Eskimos have several different words for snow. And they kiss with their noses. How? With their noses? Like this. And this is how butterflies kiss. With their eyelashes. When I was a kid, I used to pluck out all my eyelashes. Oh God, why? 'Cause I thought they made me look like a girl. Ouch, you wasted wishes. When you pluck an eyelash, you need to make a wish. Plunk. A wish? Yeah. At night, lying on your back and staring at the falling snow, it's easy to imagine oneself soaring through the stars. I can feel myself spinning through space at incredible speeds. 66,600 miles per hour. That's how fast the Earth is moving through orbit. Not bad for a girl playing hooky, huh? And then the sense of space, of depth, is lost as the snowflakes fall into a pattern. 5. I don't want to grow up. You're late. Where have you kids been? What's it matter to you, Dave? You're not my father. Where is my dad anyway? He went off to church with the children and was very disappointed you skipped out. We stopped by the drop-off dinner, which is cold now thanks to you being late. Ew, are there fries? Dave, this is my friend Craig. Friend, huh? Craig, this is Dave, my sister's husband. So what's with the way you kids dress? Is it the grunge thing? So where's Julie? In your room with the baby. We had some last minute plans, and we wondered if you would watch the baby for the night. Thanks, Dave. You kids haven't been doing any drugs, have you? Oh, Raina, I'm so glad you showed up. We've been running around like chickens with our heads cut off. It was, of course, deadline day at the paper, and Dave performed like 4 root canals in one day. Julie, this is my friend Craig I was telling you about. Hi. We've had the baby at daycare for 10 hours already, and I would be so obliged if you could just watch her this evening. Yes, by all means. Wonderful. We have formula in the fridge, diapers in the kitchen, rocker in the living room. Yeah, I know the routine. Julie, we don't want to keep them waiting. Yes, yes. How's my makeup? They're very sensitive about late shows. We'll be back for the baby by 9:30. Is my makeup okay? Looks great. Oh, and it was great to meet you, Chris. Chris? They call her the baby. Sarah is her name. Here, do you want to hold her? I've never held a baby before. You just need to be gentle. Cradle her head because it needs extra support. Like this? Am I doing it right? Hello, Sarah. She loves your eyes. Bright, beautiful green eyes. She wants them as her own. She should feel more honored to have her Auntie's eyes. The richest, deepest, brown, almost black, mysterious pools you could drown yourself in. Maybe you'll drown yourself in your own cheesiness. Do you ever see yourself as a father? Me? No, I'm too irresponsible. I can barely take care of myself. I disagree. You'd make a great father. I'd make a good crazy uncle. Well, oh no, I've upset her. Oh, Sarah, I'm sorry. I think I know what's the matter. Yep. Does someone have a poopy diaper? What? I've never changed. Don't worry, we've got it. So what do you think of Julie and Dave? They seem a bit uptight. They've been married for barely a year and already they're talking about divorce. She's your biological sister? Yeah, the firstborn, 4 years older. A year after I was born, my parents adopted Ben and Laura. It was sort of an act of gratitude to God for blessing them with a healthy family. How old are Ben and Laura? Ben's 26 and Laura is 19. 19? Wow, she's older than us? Yeah, she still wears diapers, still crawls. She's stunted more than she should be, and it makes my parents feel like failures. Failures? But it's not their fault, is it? Laura was rescued from a family that abused her and moved to a family that pampered and sheltered her. In some cases, overprotective parents can be just as harmful as negligent ones. But they did the best they could, right? And Laura's personality is so sweet and affectionate. Yeah, she's the sweetest. Definitely my parents have loved and cared for her plenty. But I don't think they were prepared for the long run, for Laura growing up and still being a child. And maybe they worried too much about their children to the neglect of themselves and each other. Look how easily she falls asleep. Sweet dreams, little Sarah. I'll show you some photos if you like. Definitely. But let me go get something first. Look, there's Laura when she was 6. Oh, and Ben, he was a lot more cuddly then. Your parents looked like they were really in love. Yeah. And there's you. You have the gaze of a princess. I thought I was the center of the universe at that age. You knew you were the center of the universe. What do you expect? I was the baby. I was spoiled. All these photos are of you and Ben together. Yeah, we were constantly side by side, looking out for each other. I was so proud to have a brother, and I was so confident in my own power. Power? Power is not a word I associate with childhood, more like helpless or trapped. It was a power of ignorance, not aware of the real world or my own limitations. With a cutesy little girl smile, I could get away with a lot, and I partly used that power to protect Ben. Well, he was obviously proud of you too. More of you and Ben. Here's a photo of you alone. That's rare. Wow. You were the cutest ever. You can have it. What? You can't just... Here, keep it. No one will notice. Flash. Bye, Dad. Who's that? It's Julie. Nice bangs. She was a snotty teenage brat. And that's you? Yeah. You've got a perm. It was junior high. What do you expect? But no more princess gaze. It must have been the perm's fault. So did you go through a little adolescent rebellion like Julie? No, there was no time for it. Julie always felt trapped by the responsibilities of our family. That's why she married young, grabbing the first guy that came along, that asshole Dave. You worry about her, don't you? No, I stopped worrying about Julie a long time ago. She's old enough to take care of herself. But I always worry about Sarah. And the only thing I want to do after high school is take care of her. To shower her with attention so she doesn't end up like... What about you? What do you want to do after graduation? If I graduate? Nothing. Click, 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 click. Slam. Hey, Mom. Well, hello, kids. Craig, how nice it is to have a visitor. I see you two are taking care of the baby. I hope you had some time for fun, too. Did you see some of the town? Yeah, we went up the mountain. Is Laura in bed already? Her and Ben are at church with Dad. Be home any minute. Well, I need to get some rest, so wish them good night for me. I've had a long day. Oh, and Raina, there's one thing I wanted to talk to you about. Did you skip school again today? Yes, Mom. Well, see if you can maybe show up there for a couple hours tomorrow. Okay, Mom. Good night. Soon after, Steve, Laura, and Ben returned, and nearly simultaneously, Julie and Dave. The kitchen was a jungle of jangling car keys and awkward conversation. We've got to get home. Just stopped in to pick up the baby. Bye, Sarah. And it's past your bedtime, Laura, so we'd better get you ready. I hope you and Craig had fun today. Ben eyed me. Hey, retard. Don't call him that, Mike. The proper term is mongoloid. Oh, yeah, mongoloid. So you want to play basketball with us, mongoloid? He's a downy. Here, you shoot first. Take the ball, you mongoloid. Leave him alone. You're just lucky that Ben is so nice, 'cause he's 10 times as strong as you, and he could break you to pieces. We weren't doing anything, jeez. He could cover the walls with you. Come on, Ben, let's ditch these losers. They looked out for each other. Sleep tight, Ben. But I'd been too weak to look out for my own little brother. Yep, it's your turn, but first we need to go to the other room. Since a child, I was always displaced from my body. I saw it only as a receptacle for my soul. But while uncomfortable with its weakness and inadequacies, I was even more terrified by the notion of growing up. Older people were such foreign beasts, especially high schoolers, with their lumbering, awkward flesh, body odors and foul mouths, curdled acne, first sproutings of facial hair, and swollen sex organs. I couldn't fathom that the soul trapped in my child body would be transplanted to its grotesque adolescent counterpart. But now here I was, a teenager, with pimples and pubic hair, and all I could do to accept my predicament was transfer my fears to the next stage of development. I'll never be an adult. Craig, do you believe in God? Of course. I do too, but I don't believe in heaven. Oh? I have no faith in the future, perfect or cursed. If Sarah were to die tonight, would she go to heaven or hell? Heaven, I assume. But obviously she's a bit young to perform that whole asking Jesus in your heart routine. Yes, I guess I believe in a grace period, in which one is granted automatic passage into heaven before they've reached the age when one can comprehend God's message. You really believe that? Well, I'm speculating. What age would the grace period end? 5, 6? That's about the time I was saved. Yeah, but what about people who age but never reach that point of mental comprehension, like Laura? Again, I imagine that the mentally challenged are exempt from certain restrictions that apply to us. It's only fair. They haven't digested their fill at the tree of knowledge, so to speak. I guess it's about bedtime. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, you look so sad. I wish the day would never end. Perhaps we can prolong it a bit more. I want you to sleep with me. What? In my bed. But what about your mom? We'll set the alarm early. That way you can sneak back to the guest room before anyone wakes up. There's nothing I want more right now than to sleep by your side. Me too. We'll set the alarm for 6:30. When does your mom get up? 7:30. Then set it for 5 in case we hit snooze. 6. 6. I'll go get ready. 1 Corinthians 6:18. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body, but he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. Matthew 5:18. But I say unto you, whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her, hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. 1 John 2:15-16. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Proverbs 6:28. Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burned? Hey, nice pajamas. Song of Solomon 4:7-9. All beautiful you are, my darling. There is no flaw in you. You have stolen my heart my sister, my bride, you have stolen my heart with one glance of your eyes. Thank you. Your pajamas are nice too. We get to sleep with the new blanket. And the alarm is set for 6 o'clock. Back in the guest room, I whispered a prayer of gratitude to God. A psalm, I suppose it's called. Thank you, God, for your perfect creation, with skin as soft and pale as moonlight, the bones beneath her skin tangling and rearranging, rising along the iliac crest and dipping into the clavicles. Thank you for the rhythm of her movements, curling, sprawling, her contours lapping like waves around the blankets. She is yours. She is perfect, a temple, with hair spilling over her temples. Pressed against her, I can hear eternity, hollow, lonely spaces and currents that churn ceaselessly. And the fallen snow welcomes the falling snow with a whispered hush. Perhaps I thought instead of offering thanksgiving, I should be apologizing, praying for forgiveness. Perhaps I should feel guilty. Nah, I feel as clean and pure as the snow. Cold? It's not cold. You just need to keep moving. Six, teen spirit. You feel that? What? I peed on you. No, you did not. That was your finger. Nope, it was my penis. No, it was not. I peed one drop of pee on you. Very funny. I don't believe you. Hey, what's that? See, I peed on you again. Ah, two can play at that game. If you peed on me, then I can pee on you. But it was only a joke. It was my finger. Don't be such a wuss. I'm only gonna pee one drop. But that's impossible. If you can do it, so can I. But I was faking. Nobody can pee just one drop of pee. Gush. Sob, sob, sob. I guess you were right. Oh, Phil, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna pee all over your face. Shields up. It's soaking through the pillow. Ah, it's all warm and smelly. Stop it, you idiot. Wow, womp clunk. You idiot, stop already. Not until I'm out of ammo. Click. Sorry. We were lucky it was Mom who came upstairs that night. What's wrong with you two? I can't even believe you. You're filthy, filthy. She forced us to take a shower. Both of you in. And it was the first time either of us had taken a shower. It had been exclusively baths up to that point. Perhaps our parents feared we'd be knocked off our feet by the force of the scream, or mistakenly drown ourselves as water trickled down our faces. Either way, one's first shower is a rite of passage, an initiation into adulthood. Only in the context, it was more so a baptism. A vain attempt to cleanse away our shame. How could you ever be so filthy? I scrubbed and scrubbed, but I still couldn't feel the sin on my body. You don't want to be here, do you? Oh, no, it's great. Party. We'll just stay a little bit so I can introduce you to some of my friends. Yo, Raina, what you doing with empty hands? Thanks, Rich. And for your friend? I don't... He doesn't drink. Don't drink? Why not? I don't want to be here. We've got a keg in the basement. Why would Raina want to waste time at a party when I'm only visiting for a short while? Whoa, dude, watch out. Why can't we just be alone together like this morning when she typed and I painted? Are you sure about this? Yes. Well, what specifically do you want me to paint? Whatever you like? Whatever? Yeah, if you draw it, I'll like it. So it's more important to you that I've drawn it than what it actually looks like. Yes. And you draw beautifully anyway, but I don't have any ideas. Something will come. I'll type. We'll both be working. But working is just a distraction from each other. In the presence of my muse, I no longer needed to draw. Why bother with lines and messy paint when observing her was enough? Type, type, type. I messed up already. You made a dot. Yeah, but it's an awful dot. What if I ruin your wall? Craig, a blank wall is boring, untouched. Even a mistake is better than nothing. Type, 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 type. And what if I ended up a mistake to her? I could feel a wall separating us. I could feel time passing. Chick. Eee. I felt lonely again, and then used that loneliness as my fuel. What a wonderful tree you've painted. This is us in the branches. Even though it's cold outside, it's warm in this tree. That's because it still hasn't shed all its leaves. Those are the poems I've been typing. She was actually transcribing the poems from her handwritten versions. Pluck. She called the originals illegible scribbles, but it saddened me to see her penmanship with those alluring L's replaced by cold type, all caps no less. Or maybe it's that these poems are all date marked and written before we met, and I'm a bit jealous. You are beautiful. Thank you. I love you, them. They're just poems. I love you, Raina. Oh, Craig. Tap, tap, tap. Where is he? Slam. Ben. Hey, buddy. You must have been having a lot of fun today, because it's already 25 minutes after. You ready to go? What you say we go get burgers before starting work? Hey, but that's not the way outside. Clatter, clatter. Ben, you treat me like a retard. I'm not retarded. I know that, Ben. Shit. Now, Ben, shit. Ben, you know we don't use that kind of language. Fuck shit. Whack. You can't get divorced. Oh, this concerns what we talked about this morning. No divorce, Dad. You and Mom are married. Ben, I know. No divorce. It says so. In the Bible. 1,500 students? That's not so many. But my school has barely 300. Well, you're in the big city now, country mouse. Could I grab my backpack? Yuck, sure thing, city mouse. American lit. I've got to go check in. Where are the cowboy hats? The kids that wear barn boots to school, the fluorescent orange hunting jackets, the mullets. I'd no idea this grunge thing was so trendy. I feel entirely generic. Hey, ho, let's go. I got out of that easy. How'd you... Hey, Raina. Damien, long time no see. All right. You ain't skipping class again, are you? Never. Well, everyone's been looking for the Queen of Tardy. Raina! What'd I say? This boy here bothering you? Poik. This is my friend Craig visiting from Wisconsin. A cheesehead, huh? Come on, follow the concourse. It's Raina, our mascot. Raina! Hey, sweetie. I don't get it. You're popular. You're coming to the party tonight, right? Well, if Craig wants... Of course you are. Boom. Hey, dude, watch out. Why can't we just be alone together like this morning when she typed and I painted? Sigh. Come on, you need to meet my friend. Here he is. Wow, you totally look like brother and sister. Are you two like an item? If we were, it'd be incestuous. It seems like we're falling into a routine. We sneak to bed together each night and set the alarm and feel so close. But by day, we keep each other at arm's length. Underwater, we're drowning victims struggling over and under each other's bodies. But above, we bob with the tide, undercurrents pulling us just far enough apart so that we're drifting parallel, but not together. Maybe this is a curse for living lustfully. Maybe we're using each other. Beware, high schoolers. Now here's a concept many of you may not have considered before. That frail earthly boundaries no longer shape our relationships in heaven. Let's see how many siblings we have in the room. Jenny, Matthew, and Patty, all three in high school. And of course, Craig and Phil. Now in heaven, Craig and Phil will not be brothers in the sense that we understand, because everyone will be brothers and sisters. Likewise, a married couple will not be set off from others as man and wife. Squark. Will all be equal. Those labels will be lost, and isolation from others established by these earthly labels will be eliminated. In fact, we'll completely forget about our earthly lives, family ties, cliques, romances, and disputes. Earth, heaven. How indeed could we dwell for all eternity with the memory of the sin we committed on earth? I'm sorry, God. All right, guys. See ya. Good night. Why were you waiting outside? It's freezing. I don't know. It was kind of warm and smelly in there. Should I drive? No, I'm okay. Why did you say you love me, Craig? 'Cause I do. Well, I love you too. But what's that supposed to mean? Where will it lead us? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. It's not just the moment. In a few days, you're leaving. I mean, I barely know you. So that's exciting. We've so much to discover. I guess what I'm trying to say is that everything ends. No, end is too graceful a word. Everything degenerates. crumbles. So why bother getting started in the first place? I don't know. This song stirs up bad memories. I'll change it. What do you want to listen to? Something noisy. Destination music. I need something to keep me awake.